It's my belief that a beautiful garden can be a real tonic for the soul. So my team and I are transforming barren plots into beautiful oases for some very special people whose courage and dedication are an inspiration.
It's just beautiful.
To build them the garden of their dreams.
I said to myself, I'm not going to say wow, but wow.
Welcome to Love Your Garden. Today we're in Bolton in Greater Manchester. I'm here to meet a young woman whose big heart has always put animals first. But right now she could do with a little bit of help herself. The thing is, she'd be the last person to ask for it. Ever since she was young, Caroline Halls loved helping animals, and in 2001 she was chosen from over 2,000 applicants to join Britain's biggest animal welfare charity. RSPCA inspectors are on the front line of animal welfare and deal with thousands of cases a year. It was a job Caroline was born to do. But it was while on a routine call that Caroline's life would change. After feeling a crick in her neck, her health suddenly deteriorated and she was rushed to hospital. At just 35, Caroline had suffered a severe spinal stroke.
She was paralysed from her neck down and couldn't breathe. And I thought that's because she's going to die.
And then, against the odds, Caroline started to recover. But the stroke had taken its toll. Caroline's been left with severe nerve damage and now needs sticks or a scooter to get around. But animals are still a big part of Caroline's life. She has 2 rescue dogs and has always wanted another, and that's where I come in. Caroline does an awful lot of work for this animal charity. Now, she doesn't know I'm here. She's come today with a friend and colleague, Kathy, to help her pick a puppy. At least, that's what she thinks. She's wrong. Hello. Oh, I'm sorry. So her friends and colleagues think it's time that someone did something for her.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Hi.
Hello. Nice to see you.
And you?
How are you?
I'm very well. You devil.
Well, you see, they all were in on this because they know how much you do, always doing stuff for other folk, you see. And you're quite a keen gardener, but it's been a bit difficult.
Yeah, it's not been easy.
We thought it was about time, and they thought it was about time, that it was a bit easier. So, would you like me to come look at your garden?
I'd love you to go and do my garden. Have you seen my garden? It's quite a big task.
No, I've not, and I'm beginning to wonder if I'd rather adopt a puppy.
I think it'd be easier with a puppy.
Come on. She's not joking. Not only is Caroline's garden rather long, it's also a bit overgrown. So these were
my raised beds.
Yeah, you got 2 sticks. So in terms of capability, gardening's almost impossible, isn't it?
This is a no-go zone for me. The ground's just ridiculous.
So you need something that's even.
Yeah.
And raised up, presumably, for you to be able to manage.
That'd be fabulous.
Gosh. So, in an ideal world, Caroline, when you cross that back lane and come into this, what do you want to find? What do you want it to be?
I'd love to have somewhere that I could, first of all, come out with a cup of coffee in the morning, enjoy the sun with my dogs with secure fencing.
Yeah.
But also on an afternoon, when it's like this, come out, do a bit of gardening, enjoy being here. If I could have a wheelchair accessible bit to sit, I've got a lot of friends in wheelchairs that can't come to my house at the moment.
How frustrating is it not being able to do it?
There's nothing worse than sitting over there, looking out on this. It's something that I really enjoyed. It was, a big part of my life, and knowing I can't do it. It's tragic that brave, compassionate Caroline can no longer get into her garden, but I'm determined to give her an outdoor space she can still enjoy. So I'm sending her off for a few days, with strict instructions not to return till we're done. Bye now.
But this won't be easy. At 131 feet, Caroline's garden is almost as long as 5 double-decker buses. So to crack it, I'm going to need my trusty team. Hard landscaping expert David Dominy, landscape gardener Katie Rushworth, and horticulturist Francis Tophill. I'm dividing the space into 4 rectangles, each with its own purpose. At the front, David's creating a play area for Caroline's 2 dogs. That'll be fenced off from the next section, a new relaxing seating area. Next to this is Francis's vegetable garden, with easy-to-manage raised beds. Then we find the garden's hidden treasure, Katie's entertaining space, inspired by Caroline's Scottish homeland. One of the biggest challenges in this garden is to make it accessible to Caroline and those friends of hers who are also wheelchair users. So I've had the boys make a start on a zigzag path to create a journey through the garden. Katie's starting on her Highland-inspired flower beds.
Now, I wanted to make this area of Scotland in Bolton feel really rural for Caroline, so she feels just at home. And to do that, I'm creating these rustic edges, if you like, for a raised bed. And I'm using the willow tree that we actually cut down from this area to do it. I've used the thicker branches as pegs, cut them into chunks like this, and then I'm using the soft, sappier growth to weave in and out.
Behind the new edging, Katie will raise the bed with nutritious topsoil, so the existing tree's roots won't be competition for her new plants. At the other end of the garden, there's nowhere to sit in Caroline's new seating area, but that's about to change. I'm creating some bespoke outdoor seats using metal cages known as gabions. I'm going to position them right the way around this sitting area, a sort of big L, with something in the middle to keep Caroline warm. I'm filling them up now with different things, pebbles, cobbles, logs, all kinds of stuff. They make good seats when I put the tops on, you put a couple of cushions on, but also they're very good for wildlife, insects and things like that, and they don't crawl up your legs, you just perch on them and everybody's happy, wildlife included.
Okay, got it. Yeah, mate. What's the trees?
Meanwhile, Caroline's 2 rescue dogs, Mac and Eric, are waiting eagerly for David to finish their new play area. But it looks as if it's going to be a while.
I didn't want a kennel, because the dogs aren't living out here, they're really resting. So I wanted something that gives them a little bit of shade if the sun's out, or a bit of shelter if it's raining, and this really does fit the bill.
Hang on in there, boys. In the new vegetable garden, Frances is flying. Her beds are built, she's filling them with manure-enriched soil, and they're now ready to plant.
I really want Caroline to enjoy growing vegetables again, but I don't want this to look like an allotment. I want it to look like a garden, and therefore I'm making it as pretty as I possibly can. And what better way than to make a bed look pretty than using flowers? And flowers in veg are used often as something called companion planting, which makes everything perform better, increases disease resistance, and in this instance, looks really nice too. This is a bed for brassicas, so that's these. These are broccoli plants, and a really good companion plant for that is parsley, which is going here. And it's always a nice thing with companion planting to use different families. So this is the cabbage family. I have here some leeks, which are in the onion family, and I'm going to add some peas, which are in the bean family. Nasturtiums are wonderful plants, I love them. And you can eat the leaf, it tastes kind of peppery like a strong rocket. And then you can eat the seeds, which make a fantastic alternative to capers. Just a real winner, a must-have in every garden, I think.
Next door, I've come up with an idea for a fence to keep Caroline's dogs out of my new seating area.
Oh, look, it's a zebra crossing.
But I think this might be taking the animal theme a bit too far. And the boys don't look too sure either. These are proper horse jumps. Those go down. This gate, painted white, sits in between these two, so it does actually look like a jump. Is that all right?
That's cool.
Go on, Lucinda! To be honest, I do need to start cracking the whip. We're building 4 gardens in one here, and right now, only one's being planted. We're in Bolton, trying to turn this long, skinny plot into a garden for a very special lady.
Oh, I haven't got it.
Have you got it?
Got it now.
Since suffering a devastating spinal stroke 4 years ago, Caroline's mobility is severely restricted. But she's fought hard to get some of her old life back, and now still exercises her passion for horses at Riding for the Disabled.
It was a life-changing situation for Caroline, but she dealt with it, and she dealt with it brilliantly.
Before her accident, Caroline wanted a vegetable patch and was keen to have an area for rescue chickens. So I decided to add a full-size chicken run to the boys' to-do list.
My gabion seat in this sitting area for Caroline is almost finished now. The pebbles are in, the top's on, but if you don't want to fill that entire thing with pebbles, it can be quite costly. There's a way of saving a few bob. Formwork, wooden formwork put inside means you then only have to face it with pebbles, and this formwork then gives me a chance to put my last plank on top and to fix it through into that wood. Spacers in here so that my spacing between the planks is even, making sure the end is lined up. I've pre-drilled it, so it's now a matter of fixing this in. I love it when jobs come to an end nicely.
Down in the depths of the Highland forest, Katie's gone back to battling with the bed under Caroline's favourite tree.
Now in this area, under the Scots pine, I'm planting lots of woodland plants. So I've put in this geranium macrorhizum, and this is perfect for dry shade. It will romp away, it flowers for months, and it kind of creates a semi-evergreen carpet, which is what we want because it's low maintenance and it keeps the weeds down. I've also got some heather, and there are a couple of different varieties of heather. You can get spring-summer flowering varieties or autumn-winter flowering varieties. So if you put in a nice mixture, you'll have some colour all year, which is what I've done here. And then another favourite of mine is this tiarella, or foam flower. And it's got such delicate flowers and this lovely marbled foliage. And again, that will kind of create a lovely carpet along the floor, blocking out any weeds.
Phormiums are deservedly popular, these New Zealand flaxes. Of course, New Zealand flax because inside these leaves there's very strong fibres. This is a dark-leaved one, and he said, looking at the label, it's called Platt's Black. Well, I wouldn't have known that, would I? There are so many of them now, you can get them green, which is the traditional, really tough and hardy one, and quite tall, or like this, purplish black, and also rainbow ones. This shouldn't need much in the way of teasing because these roots are going to come straight out into the soil, so I'm going to pop it in like that. They are pretty hardy, most of them. Some of them, though, the really bright coloured ones, a bit on the tender side, so you do have to put them where it's sheltered. That is the modern bit. Over on the other side of the path is the traditional. I've put this... It's a bit retro, isn't it? A bit 90s, blue glazed urn, so that when you're coming down that path, that's your focal point to get you through the dog gate. But then these lovely little daisies, these rhodanthiums, and lavender and roses. Now, this is terribly traditional, and alliums, a mixture, a cottage garden border this side, just for something a little bit different.
This garden build is in full flow.
Ping!
With Katie's help, my beds are almost done.
That's a pretty wisteria.
And I'm finishing off my seating area with something gloriously architectural that I think Caroline will love.
Yeah, it needs to go just a bit further back, so it's on. That's it.
No Scottish-inspired garden would be complete without some Highland-style boulders.
Oh, it's even got ready-made moss on it. I like it.
Katie's planting round them to create her own version of the cairngorms in Caroline's new flower beds. At the front of the garden, the path is finally getting a top layer of self-binding gravel that'll create a smooth surface for Caroline's scooter. And so she can tend her new beds with ease, we're adding some scooter-friendly matting to the turf in the vegetable garden as well.
Are you going at a
Put
diagonal?
it down. Yeah, I think so. So you can see it.
Slightly.
Meanwhile, out the front, the local rescue centre have brought David some feathered visitors.
What am I going to do with these, Alan?
Dogs he can handle, but chickens are an entirely different proposition.
In you come.
2 at a time.
Well, this is experienced poultry keeping, this is. As long as you hold the wings, you're all right. OK, you're up. Welcome home. New one, you'll grow some feathers now in here.
Oh, they look happy there, don't they?
Lay well, little chickens.
With the new garden's winged residents settling in, it's time to get the rest of it finished so Caroline can finally enjoy it.
Oh, I like your tartan. This is well cosy.
Yeah?
I'm liking this.
Transforming this long, thin plot has been a major undertaking. But as the finishing touches go in,
Bish bash bosh.
it's done. Just a few days ago, Caroline's plot was a disaster zone, featureless and overgrown, and dangerous for her to walk in. It couldn't have been more different to the pretty outdoor space she'd once hoped to create. Now she has a new garden to go with her new life. A space that's not only private, but safe for her to enjoy. Where before it was a long, thin, featureless plot, it's now 4 gardens rolled into one. David's dog zone gives Mac and Eric their own playground. Next door to which is my new seating area, where Caroline can relax and entertain. An elegant arch hints at delights further up the garden, where her passion for produce is well served by Francis's raised vegetable beds. After that comes Katie's secret garden that'll take Caroline back to her Scottish roots, under the shade of her favourite tree. For more information on how we built this garden, go to itv.com/Alan.
All right, Caroline, you may open your eyes.
I don't want to. Oh my God. It's amazing. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Where have you taken me? This isn't my garden.
It is. It is now.
Oh, I love him. I love him. I love him. Look at my neck and moo. I love it. Oh my goodness.
Little Hilton play on this little automatic feeder.
Oh, they're going to love it. Oh, jump
Come
the
on.
gate.
I'll open your garden gate. That's to keep the dogs in.
This is beautiful. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Seats. Fire pit. Your seat.
Wow.
What do you think?
I absolutely love it. I can't believe it. I can't believe you've done it. I don't know how you've done it.
No, neither do I.
I just love it. This is unbelievable.
Veg raised beds, just so that it'll be easy for you to tend.
Wow. Look at my horses. Oh my goodness. This is a miracle.
Hi. And if we come up to here, if you go down there, madam, we're off to Scotland.
Oh my Lord. This really isn't my garden, is it?
So come in to your entertaining area.
Oh my goodness.
At the risk of offending you with my accent, would you care to come into the bothy?
Aye, come on then. Oh
And you entertaining that?
This isn't mine.
This is yours, I'm afraid. Yeah, it is.
Don't get me wrong.
To do with what you will.
I'm going to move out. I'm going to move in here. It's unbelievable. Thank you so much.
It's just absolutely fabulous. It's changed my life, absolutely changed my life.
Will it do?
Will it do? It's beyond anything I've ever seen in my life. Thank you. Thank you. You've got such a wonderful team.
I have.
Yeah. But thank you so much.
Caroline wanted this garden to be somewhere she could bring her friends.
Oh!
And not surprisingly, there's an awful lot of them. And they all want to say thank you.
You're welcome anytime.
Goodbye, Bolton.
But while she enjoys it,
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Cheers.
I thought I'd borrow a chariot.
How do you stop it? Oh, till the next time on Love Your Garden. I think she's happy. That was a difficult one, wasn't it? Cheers.
A huge thank you to all the Love Your Garden team. You've done an amazing job and I'm absolutely in love with my garden. It's absolutely amazing being able to grow my own fruit and veg again. It's a dream come true. I absolutely love being back in the garden with the dogs. They love it and I love it. It's such good fun. What have you done? This place is a really special place to me, a real home from home, a little bit of Scotland here in Bolton.